In the cold, vast reaches of the galaxy, humanity had been an unknown variable, small, fragile, yet defiant. Against all odds, humans stood where every calculation demanded retreat. At Theta 9, they fought the Carve in hand-to-hand combat, a fight every species considered suicidal. They sacrificed themselves not for glory, but for others. And in doing so, they changed everything. 6 months after Theta 9, the galaxy itself began to shift. It started subtly, almost imperceptibly, like the first warm breeze of spring. But the wise saw the signs. The war was no longer the same. Earth responded with force. Hundreds of vessels, millions of soldiers, yet still a fraction of the total Council forces, but humanity was no longer a curiosity. They were an asset. More importantly, they brought hope. In Council command centers, human officers sat beside alien leaders, asking questions that unsettled generations of seasoned strategists. Why do we always retreat when outnumbered? Why don't we strike at their supply lines? Why do we obey their rules? At first, the veterans scoffed. Then they thought. And the Valkyrie High Command invented what they called the human doctrine, not a doctrine, really, but organized chaos. Attack unpredictably. Use unconventional methods. Make the enemy react to you, not the other way around. Fight like you have nothing to lose, even when everything is at stake. Not every species could embrace it. The Cynthians found it chaotic. The Aventi deemed it aggressive. But the Dreer, the young officers, even the hardened veterans, they loved it. Humanity taught them how to win. General Marcus Reeves, scarred from Theta 9, commanded a mixed fleet. 50 ships against 300. By logic, they should retreat. Instead, Reeves studied the Crimson Nebula. Its gases produced strange radiation that disrupted sensors. We hide in the clouds, he said. They cannot see us, but we can see them. The Council forces executed the plan flawlessly. The Carve fleet lost coordination in the nebula. Ships isolated, confused. One by one, Reeves' forces struck. 3 days later, not a single Council vessel lost, the Carve fleet annihilated. The first decisive Council victory in 30 years. The galaxy noticed. Hope spread. Commanders began thinking differently. Terrain, environment, surprise, all mattered. Survival became secondary. Winning became the focus. The sacred world of the Thethians, guardians of galactic knowledge, faced annihilation. 5,000 Carve ships against 800 Council vessels. Evacuation seemed inevitable. Dr. Sarah Kim, human scientist, proposed disruption of the Carve neural network, their telepathic overmind. Electromagnetic pulses tuned to their frequency could create confusion. It was untested. It was dangerous. But it worked. When the pulse hit, Carve drones froze. Ships spun in orbit. For 20 minutes, the overmind had no control. The Council fleet struck decisively. Prithia Prime was saved. Humanity's ingenuity had rewritten the rules. The spread of humanity. Human culture spread through the Council. Soldiers learned human music before battle. Stories of honor and struggle inspired them. Human doctrine emphasized risk, courage, and moral resolve. Some worried about casualties. Humans died at 3 times the rate of others. Admiral Chen addressed it. We have been dying since we first crawled from the oceans. Extinction is our history, survival our achievement. We fight not because we must, but because we refuse to surrender. Respect rippled through the Council. Even the most stoic species acknowledged humanity's value. Human doctrine became policy. The Nexus Station. Intelligence revealed the Carve Nexus, a hub controlling 40% of their operations. Impossible to attack. 10,000 defending ships. Suicide. But Admiral Chen knew humans don't fight logically, they fight to win. A strike team, volunteers from multiple species, infiltrated the station. Park carried the resonance bomb. One by one, the strike team fell defending her. She set the bomb, alone. The pulse swept through the station, severing the Overmind's connection. 4,000 ships frozen. Thousands of drones collapsed. For the first time, the Overmind experienced fear. The Council fleet surged. Thousands of Croth ships destroyed. The Nexus station obliterated. Casualties were immense. 1,200 Council ships, over 2 million lives, including 43,000 humans, but victory was secured. Humanity's courage had shifted the war's momentum. Operation Liberation. With the Overmind fractured, the Council launched Operation Liberation, reclaim worlds, free enslaved species, end the Croth threat. Humanity led 60% of offensive operations, volunteers, not conscripts. They had seen the horrors of the Croth, and they would not allow it again. Admiral Chen's armada, unmatched in history, assembled at the edge of craft space. 12 species, 8,000 ships, 3 million soldiers. Earth contributed 3,000 vessels, veterans of every battle, survivors who knew the cost of victory and were willing to pay it once more. The final assault, Croth Prime, a fortress planet, defended by 5,000 ships and orbital weapons. The space battle was chaos incarnate. Ships exploded by the dozens. Human doctrine guided the attacks, unpredictability, ingenuity, courage. Hope countered logic. The ground assault. Landing craft plunged through Croth Prime's atmosphere. The planet itself seemed alive, organic buildings, spores that attacked invaders. Soldiers fought side by side across species lines, united by training, experience, and shared resolve. Chen led the strike team toward the Overmind's core, deep underground. After 3 brutal days, they reached the core chamber. The Overmind, neither fully organic nor mechanical, communicated telepathically. "You are chaos. You are inefficient. You should have failed." Chen responded. "We are messy. We make mistakes. We are free. And freedom is worth any cost, even death." The Overmind, for the first time, understood. Imperfection allows evolution. Choice allows growth. The strike team planted antimatter bombs. The Overmind did not resist. The bombs detonated. Croth Prime's underground complex collapsed. The Overmind released its drones. Freedom, for the first time, was theirs. The aftermath. The war was won, but at staggering cost. 124 billion Council lives lost, 8 million humans, thousands of ships, scarred planets. The galaxy would take generations to heal, but freedom had prevailed. 50 years later, Admiral Chen, scarred but vigilant, watched over Earth. Humanity had survived, thrived, and taught the galaxy that courage, chaos, and choice could overcome perfection, oppression, and fear. In the end, the lesson was clear: survival is not given, it is earned. Hope is more powerful than fear. Freedom is more valuable than perfection. And when the galaxy stands united, no empire, no Overmind, no force, however ancient or powerful, can suppress the will to live free.